yesterday, right? Detail about
Yeah,
defect.
yes.
So now we will
Yeah,
see
we
like
started.
huh. So test management tool, right? So where exactly will log, right? So if defects are more, right? If you're logging in Excel is not help. So now we are
Mm-hmm.
talking about Jira tool. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jira is nothing but it is developed by Australian company only. So Australian,
Oh, okay.
so Atlassian. Okay. So it is very popular
Okay.
in the current market. So if you know the Jira,
Mm-hmm.
so this software means this is a tool is used for bug tracking, like defect tracking
Okay.
or
Yeah.
issue tracking or project management also. Okay. It is
Mm-hmm.
commonly used for defect tracking only. So what does it mean? So you
Mm.
log a defect, you will assign that defect to developer, right? So for recording and reporting and workflow, so everything. Okay, for
Okay.
particular feature nothing but recommend. Okay.
Okay.
So if you're working in Agile framework or Scrum, which we have discussed, right? Product backlog,
Mm.
Sprint backlog, everything. So this is the
Yes.
common tool is used in that. Okay, so
Okay.
now let's see. So what Jira is used for? We know, right? So it is also
Yes.
used for requirement tracking, like how we used to track the requirement in our Excel sheet. Requirement one, this, right? We call it as a
Okay.
traceability matrix.
Okay. Yeah.
So in Agile methodology also this tool is used, project management, software
Mm-hmm.
development, like if any software is want to write a code and push it to environment, that is also they will
Yeah.
use for developer,
Okay.
and product
Yeah.
management, tracking, task management, and bug tracking. So these are the functionality can be used for Jira. Okay. So now let's see
Okay.
how to use the Jira. Okay.
Yeah.
So first step
Mm.
is you have to open the software and navigate to home icon. So let's see, you have to open the Jira tool. If you search in Jira software,
Okay.
okay. So if you launch it, I have shown you here how it will be. So next you have to
Okay.
create a project. Option is there. Then there will be a template from library and column
Okay.
as per you need, and create a issue option is there. So this
Okay.
option, if you have to click out of these are the six options will be there. Okay. So first step
Okay.
you have to launch it. You have to click on project. Like if you are tagged to some project, so they have
Mm-hmm.
to select that project because you are going to raise a defect under that project, right? So
Yes.
then you have to click on create a issue means create a defect. Okay.
Okay.
Means defect. So in Jira scheme is there. What all that scheme? Nothing but once you configured everything, like once you logged in, so there will be workflow. What does it mean? Workflow,
Mm.
nothing but in Jira, like how we have discussed, right? One is open, closed, ready for testing, resolved, closed.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that is only workflow. So in Jira, they will call as a first they will call it as analysis and the plan,
Mm-hmm.
in progress, done.
Yeah.
Instead of
Okay.
close, so you will see the option done. Done means it is closed.
Okay.
Okay, so issue type means a defect type. In custom field like functional defect, severity, priority, how many test case block, everything. So notification means if you want to notify that developer, the tool will trigger a email. Permission.
Okay.
So now let's see how what is Jira. So what is Jira issue, right? So issue is nothing but you have to track the bug, underlines the project. Once you have imported project, then you have to create a ticket. What does it mean? Let's say you are working for some web shop project. Under that project, you have to create a issue, like issue type, everything.
Okay.
We'll see how it looks like. Okay. So this is a
Yeah.
screen I have taken from Jira. So you can see here. So if you
Mm-hmm.
see the tabs, there is a column
Project
project is
issues.
there, issue is there, system,
Yeah.
add-on, user management, billing. So this is a
Okay.
different thing, but as a tester, we will use issues, this tab.
Okay.
Under, if you click on this
Okay.
issue
This
tab, hmm,
this tool is used by all the team, like developer,
uh,
tester,
tester,
everybody, right?
product owner, BA, product
Okay.
manager, scrum master, everyone will be using, but only the company company will give you the login credential. You have to use your according to your permission. If you're a tester,
Okay.
they will
Yeah.
assign the tester role. If he
So
is a
tester
project
can be accessible only to the issues, right?
issues as well as the project as well to see the
Projects.
requirement. So they will not send the document. So they will say
Okay.
under this project I have uploaded the document. I mean requirements. You go to that project, you
Okay.
read the requirement. So they will
Okay.
reduce the documentation. So
Mm-hmm.
everything you
Okay.
have to do in tool only. So you log into Jira tool, you read the requirement, you start designing the test case, right? Then you
Mm-hmm.
execute, then pass the test case in Jira tool itself. So that is
Okay.
also is there, and in that they will attach the screenshot like for reference, right? So some document they will attach, they have to download it. Everything they will do
Okay.
it in Jira tool only. So once you
Okay.
click an issue, you will see the issue type.
Mm-hmm.
Under this, you can see the bug is there. Epic, we have already discussed. It is a feature story or improvement or new feature, new requirement. So if DA is
Okay.
coming, a product owner is thinking of creating a new requirement, he will go to this section. He will create a new feature, assign it to developer. He will develop the code and he will assign it back to tester. Tester will go to that and he will test it and close it. So this is a
Okay.
cycle. So bug is option is there. You can click on that. So once you've done, right, so you can
Mm-hmm.
see
Yes.
Agile Scrum issue type. The issue and project is associated with Agile Scrum. We'll use this scheme. Okay. So now we'll see once you click on issue type scheme. So they, if you see, you will see the two options. One is default issue type scheme. Another one is Agile Scrum issue type. So default nothing but if project is go like continue with other methodology, right? So no, other than Agile, or if you're working in Agile Scrum, you have to go to Agile Scrum option under this tab. Okay. So once you click on that, so I have given very in detail. Okay. So what will happen? So there will be at this here add the issue type. So once you click here, this is how the screen will look like. So
Okay.
so under the issue only, so you are going to raise a defect, right? So you have to
Okay.
click on here, bug.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, so this is the issue type for current scheme shown as screenshot below. That is the screen will see. So now let's see the component of Jira, right? So what all fields are there, right? So in Jira
Mm-hmm.
component, there is a subsection of project will be there. So they used to group the issues, create a requirement. So in Agile term, they will call it a issue. That means so if so let's say you're testing a software, it is not working in this release, they will move it to next release. So how they will track? They will create a issue under project, right? Smaller part.
Mm-hmm.
So that issue will be tracked in next release. So like that, or they will
Okay.
consider that issue as a requirement.
Okay.
Okay, so that they will back up into the features. Feature nothing but a requirement, teams, right? Developer,
Okay.
tester, module, login page, registration page, sub project, and more. Anything, whatever you can use it. So it will show once you create it, you will see the dashboard to generate the report, like how many requirements are there, how many defects are opened, how many defects are assigned to tester. I will show you the screen how it looks like. You can see here, right? So this is the
Yeah.
screen. Okay, so list is there, board is there, calendar, timelines, report. If you click on report, it will show it. How many passed, how many failed, how many no runs, right? In reporting, we have done
Mm-hmm.
it. So this is the ID, okay? NBT 12 something is there, so they will create a so status to do means they they have to start working. In
Okay.
progression, they are working on it. So done means
Okay.
it is closed. Okay, whom
Okay.
it is assigned. So what is the due date? Due date nothing but they have to finish before that date. So what is the priority?
Okay.
Low, high, right? Critical, blocker. So this is how the
Mm.
screen will looks like.
So in review means it's like
Maybe means they might be discussing in internally with the client or business or project manager or scrum master or senior, right? It is not yet finalized,
okay,
so they're just reviewing it. So why
okay,
it will give all the picture what is happening in this project, right? These many
okay,
requirement are yet to be completed. These many are completed. These many are in pending. Pending means review. These
review.
many are
Yeah.
working in progress, right? So who is working in?
Okay.
So that is the name, right? Assigning. So this is it
Okay.
is very simple, okay? So not to worry. So once you log in, you will understand. So how it looks like, okay?
Yeah.
So since you have already understand, right? What is defect, how to raise, how to categorize, right? So everything, how
Yeah.
to view everything. So that is what, okay? So now, so once you click on the component, you will see that. So this is a component we are discussing. So let's say
Okay.
SAP testing is a project. Okay,
Okay.
bug detected while functional testing or integration testing or acceptance testing. So who is
Mm-hmm.
the lead, right? He is a Krishna or manager. Who is the project lead or that name will be there, right? So
Yeah.
everything it will be pre-populate. Once you created a
Okay.
defect, it will show like this. Okay, so
Okay.
this is a component of Jira. Okay, so what is the
Okay.
screen? Jira screen. Okay,
Green. Okay.
so there was the option, right? So I'll show you that once you open it, see Scrum team backlog, right? So sprint backlog, product backlog, report
Mm-hmm.
issues. Issues means you have to click on this tab. You will see the defects, how many defects are raised. You can see if you are working in team, so
Mm-hmm.
who is raised how many defect and everything in this code only. So what is a release? Release means software release,
Mm-hmm.
right? The project pages, right? So they will give the reference pages how it should be look like everything, right? Yesterday we discussed. So
Mm-hmm.
right, so these are the see requesting available flight is now for taking more than 5 seconds. Their working might be in flight booking, something like
Okay.
that. Okay, so whom it is assigned, everything they will be assigning in team only. See here, everything is in Jira. Everything they will track it in tool only, so that everybody can see it, right? So if the requirement is with you only can see. But if you are using tools, right? So you can see everything. Whom it is
Mm-hmm.
assigned, even developer also, right? So
Okay.
that is why this tool is used for everything. Okay, so then okay, let's go to back to our discussion. Jira screen, one option will be there. Once you
Mm.
click an issue, there will be option. Okay, so that option is created in Jira. It will be arranged and represented in different field. This displayed in Jira known as Jira screen. So, but it will not be used by tester more often. But if
Mm.
you if you click an issue, you will see the like this screen. Okay, so you have to choose the option as a create from the drop down create a issue. Okay, so and default screen resolve the issue screen nothing but it is a display only, so that will give the options different option to change the defect status. So then if you click on add, what will happen, let's see on the screen. Okay, so Jira attribute, okay, status resolution priority. So, right, so issue what we are talking about is defect only, right? Defect attribute, status of the defect, right? What is the
Resolution.
status and priority, severity, everything will be there. Status nothing but it might be to do means they have to. So in
Okay.
earlier session we have take discussed about open, closed, resolved, ready for testing.
Mm.
In Jira they will use you can see only these options. To do means they have to yet
Okay.
to work. In progress means they are working on it. Open means
Yeah.
it is open, so means they have
Yeah.
accepted. Reopen means you have re-tested and it is failed.
Yeah.
Resolved means it is resolved. You have to test it.
Yes.
If the defect is resolved, you have to open that, go to Jira, open that issue by searching the ID. You can see our search option is there, right?
Mm.
You click and search, it will show the defect details. So then you
Okay.
have to retest it and you have to change the status to close by clicking on s- choose the option as a close and then you have to save it. So it will be closed. So likewise, you have to track this all these. Okay. So what is fixed, won't fix, duplicate, incomplete, cannot be reproduced, right? Critical, major, minor. All these you can uh, will be seen in Jira. Okay. Let's see down on the screen how it will be looks here. Statuses. If you click on status, you will
Mm-hmm.
see how many open defects are there, how many in progress are there. It will give all details, how many defects are opened, reopened, resolved, closed, everything. You can get the report in Jira tool only.
Okay.
Okay, so that is about defects. So now security schema issues, security schema. So this function in allow you to control who can view the issues, right? So let's say
Mm-hmm.
if you are a tester or project manager, so or let's say there are two teams are there. Separate team, they are working on separate project or so you no need to give the access because he is not related to your project, right? He is not working in, so it is not assigned to that guy, right? So that is how also you can handle the giving the permissions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see here. If I see the Jira screen, so I don't have login credentials, right? So because they have not given access for me, right? So that is how.
Okay.
If you have access, you can log in. You can play around also. You create a login with your Google. It is a free tool for 15 days.
Okay.
So it will show like everything. Okay. So once you click on create, you have to create it. So I'll see it. Or I can see or not. So here, okay, this is a screen. Once you logged in, right? So it will show us. See, this is a screen. So once you log into Jira, it will looks like this exactly. Okay,
Okay.
exactly it will look like this. You have to click on project to see your
Project.
project. Okay, if you click on, sorry,
Yeah, yeah,
if you
that's
click on
project.
project, there will be a board. Okay, Kanban board, right? So or
Yeah.
Scrum board, right?
Okay.
So if you click on issue, you'll see all the defects. If you click on
Okay.
board, so you will see all the requirement. Who is working on
Okay.
which requirement? So let's say here their development is going on, right? Project planning is going on. Kickoff meeting is going on.
Mm-hmm.
So what is kickoff meeting? So they are going to start project, right? Everything.
Okay.
So you can see this is the board. It looks like this. Okay, test view is there inside. So exactly like this. So in art you can go to your project, right? So then you have to click on issues. If you click on issues, so you'll see the how many defects are opened. See here, see here how this is the planning. Okay. My work, team, reports. So everything it will looks like this. If you click on report, it will take the report. Software project. Okay. So then the component is a code for developer, releases, project phases, right? So everything is there. Okay. So what is the
Okay.
use of this tool is just to raise a defect. Once you raise a defect, you will see the ID, and you can see the
Mm-hmm.
dashboard is created. It is assigned to you. By daily,
Okay.
you have to go to this dashboard. You have to check the status. If it is resolved, you open it, start executing, and close the defect. That is your job.
Okay.
So issue linking nothing but you have to link the defect to your requirement, right? Requirement one is this defect, right? So and also mailing is there if you want to send a mail. Events we have already discussed. What all event we have? execution, daily stand up,
Events.
review,
Yeah, daily
retrospective,
stand up,
everything.
retrospection.
So then we will have a
So,
Jira watch. Yeah.
so in events also will the notifications will come in this Jira tool only about the events notification, everything will be coming in
Everything.
this.
If defect is, let's say, if the defect is assigned to you, automatically you will receive an email.
No, no, like event, example like events
Sprint
are
planning.
there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sprint planning and stand up meetings, everything, the notifications like
Yes,
daily
yes, sir.
notification.
Yeah, you will see the notification. So this time, this is the meeting is there. You attend it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So watch list is there. Particular issue if you want to see or right. So you can go to that tab and you can see that, right. So what is happening? Everything it will give you detail about your project. So there is a issue
Okay.
collector. So it will
Mm-hmm.
allow you to gather the feedback on website, right? If you click on issue collection option, you will open the add a issue collector. Once you have a configured look like field of issue collector, so but this is not used anywhere. So that mainly for developer for JavaScript in development tools.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that you leave it. So now let's focus on how to create a defect in Jira, right? How to create a issue in
Mm-hmm.
Jira. The first thing is, so you have to open this Jira, log in with your ID. So that is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Once you log in, you have to click on project option, right?
Yeah.
So once you see and you will see the option, right? To okay, issue. You have to click on issue. Okay.
Yes.
So once if you click an issue, you have to enter what all detail you have to enter in order to log a defect.
Uh, Defect ID, defect.
No, I have explained you yesterday. Like what all you enter, right? So let's say you login is not working. How will log a defect? What all detail you will enter?
I didn't get
You
your
have to give the
question. Sorry.
details, right? You have to give
Yeah,
the
yeah.
details. Right? What all detail you have to give the title. So what title? What
Title of okay. Title of the defect. Okay. Yeah.
title of the
Login. I.
defect, title of the defect as well as defect steps also you have to write it. So I have given you somewhere
Okay. Yeah. 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 Yes.
actual result, expected result.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that you have to enter. Okay, and
Yeah.
there will be a okay, one second. Okay, so once you
Mm.
click on that, you have to click on tracking issue or anything or Agile Scrum.
English.
Once you enter, so you have to click on next. Once you click on next, you'll see this
Mm-hmm.
screen. What is the testing? Okay, you can give functional testing or anything, or web shop
Okay.
or login page testing. Okay,
Okay.
so then who is the developer? You have to enter that his name. That detail will be given by your test manager or test lead. Okay, so then
Okay.
you have to select that name.
Mm-hmm.
So once you select, you'll see that option
Okay.
submit. Okay.
Okay.
So then you have to provide the detailed information of the issue, right? Defect. Okay. Once you
Okay.
click on submit, you will see one more window,
Then yeah.
okay, like this. Okay. Issue type.
Okay.
What is the issue? Right? Type of
Yeah.
issue. Whatever there is a new defect or what is the summary? Error is happening during login page. What is the
Okay.
priority? It is a high priority, low priority. When it
Yes.
has to fix,
I,
it has to fix. You can give any feature date tomorrow, today, or anything. Then you have to
yeah.
assign it. You have to reporter. You have to select the environment. What is environment? It is where you are testing, right? So you can select that integration testing or function system testing or unit testing.
Okay.
Okay. Then once you enter all mandatory field, you will see the create option enabled. So you have to create, click and
Hmm.
create. Okay.
Okay.
So once you
Accomplish.
create it,
Pop up. Yeah.
so this issue is created. See here,
Your voice is
ST during login
breaking.
page has been created successfully. So Okay, let me mute.
I-
So now fine.
Yeah.
Okay, once you created, you will see the ID. ST1 is your
Yeah.
defect ID.
Okay. ST1.
Ah,
Yes.
so that you can go to and you can search it also. In search bar is there. You can go here. Uh,
Okay.
See here, search,
Okay.
right? Enter that ID.
Mm.
You can search. It will give details about that defect.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you can see the status also. So if you want to edit, you have
Mm-hmm.
to search it. You have to edit it. Click on search, right? Search for issues also is there.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Jira login page.
Mm-hmm.
Under issue, you will see search for issues, right? Or
Okay.
recent search or my open issue. If you click on my open issue, you will see only how many defect you have created. Only that issue will show.
Okay.
If you want to see reported by
Mm-hmm.
me or user acceptance test, anything you can do it. You can play around this too. All the detail you can take it, right? So here you can see, right, left side, open issues, everything. So quickly you can search it. So in that tool
Yeah.
you can see. So once if you search it, it will show like this. Okay. So there is, if you want to edit it, let's say you have given incorrect steps or URL or login, you can click on edit. You can save it again,
Mm-hmm.
right? So one, two, three, four, five.
Okay. 10,
So
12.
what is one? One is for search for issue. The option will bring you window. You have to search it with your created ID. Second
Yeah.
one, bug detected while user acceptance testing, right? So it will show the details, everything, right? So and you can export to document, right? Let's say you have 100 defect, you can export
Mm-hmm.
all 100 defect to your Excel sheet. So all these options are there, okay, for tracking. So this is how
Okay.
you will track it. You will create a defect. You will track it in Jira tool.
Okay.
Okay, if you click on summary option, you will see all the detail like what is the title of the defect. Okay, what is the status of defect? What is the severity, right? When it is raised,
Mm-hmm.
everything, all the detail of defect will be there. Whom it is assigned. See here, this is the summary.
Yeah.
See here. So and you can put a comment. Let's say if your data is blocked, you can keep a comment and save it. See here, comment option is there. Like how will
Mm-hmm.
comment in right? So somewhere in so like that, it will show the details about a defect. Okay, when it was raised, because that is important, right? When it was raised, who has raised, who, what is the status,
Mm-hmm.
everything. Okay, that is about creating a defect in Jira. So now let's see what is a subtask in Jira. Subtask issues are useful for splitting up parent issue. What does it mean? So let's say you are having a login issue, but you have a
Mm-hmm.
one more issue in login page. Let's say
Okay.
login button is not visible. So right, so you
Okay.
are try instead of tagging, you create a separate issue for that main issue. So that is what subtask. Right?
Okay.
So again, this is also
Dividing a task or something like
uh,
that.
exactly. For one issue, if you have a more than two defect, you can
Two
create
different.
a
Okay.
divide it separately
Okay.
because you
Yeah.
cannot create a two issues one defect. It is not a good
Mm.
practice actually. So you can go to
No.
again in issues and create a under. Let's say if you want to tag that defect to earlier defect, you can select that and create a subtask. See here under that defect,
Okay.
you can tag that to that defect.
Mm-hmm.
So under that,
Okay. Under that issue only we will getting a again a drop down list. In that we
uh,
have to choose some. Okay.
subtask. So
Mm.
that means it is related to for them for developer. It will
Yeah.
be
It's
easy for them to investigate.
yes.
So workflow we have already discussed: open issue, resolved issue, in progress, reopened,
Yes.
closed.
Open close.
Okay. So this is a terminology in Jira tool. Okay. Once you
Okay.
create a issue, okay, if it is resolved,
Yeah.
it is resolved. You have to retest.
Close.
If it is reopened, you have to reopen again. It will go to here. Same thing.
Progress. Yes. Yep.
You close, you will close. That's it. So this is the conditions of the Jira. So what is status? What is transition? Assigning nothing but whom it is assigned. resolution, so how the defect is resolved, condition, validations,
Mm.
properties. So
Copies.
everything will be there. Under the create,
Your voice is
once you
again
log in a
breaking.
Jira with your user ID password, there will be option called create on it, check details, steps. Okay, might
Mm.
be some internet slowness might be there.
Yeah,
So
internet
now
issue
better.
maybe. Yeah.
Okay, once you created, it will show. Okay, this defect is in progress. See here, right?
Okay.
Or you can check how many defects are closed. You can click on done. It will show how many defects are yet to be worked to do. Right? All
Mm-hmm.
everything option is there in the tool. Instead of going
Oh,
Excel sheet and filtering out, you can do it in Jira tool only.
okay.
So Jira Agile or Scrum methodology generally used by development team who will follow the roadmap of planned feature for upcoming version of the product. So usually most of the time developer and tester will also use this. Only tester will use
Mm-hmm.
for only logging a defect and looking the requirements. How many requirements are assigned to you, right? Everything. Okay. So if you are
Mm-hmm.
working in agile testing, you can go same thing only. You create a issue, same thing, same details you have to give it.
Mm-hmm.
And even product owner also you will use a Jira tool. He will create a product backlog. He will put it in dashboard. So he will set up a meeting. He will
Okay.
show to
Okay.
everyone. Okay. So you can see the burn down chart.
Yeah.
How much of amount
7
of work is
maintenance.
left. Everything to show the
Yeah.
graph wise. Okay. What is the priority?
Mm.
What is the project? What is the resolution status? All the you can check it, or it will help for project manager to track his everything. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
mainly this will look like this only. Okay. Everything it will give the
Yeah.
details about
The
that.
main home page is like that.
Ah,
Okay. We will do any like practically in the Jira tool and show us how it the process goes. Like.
Same thing. I have given you the screenshot, right? Step one, step two,
Mm-hmm.
how it look like. This is how in real time we have created successfully, right? So that is how in real time you will raise a defect. So these all are practically only. I have taken the snapshot which was already created.
Mm-hmm.
So you just go to
You will show in the class or just like this only?
no, this
Normally
is all
the
live
process.
only. In live only I have created. So I have taken the
Okay.
snapshot. It is all a real time only. Okay. So
Okay.
we have it created, right? So we have created here successfully, right? So this is live only. So if you
Okay.
want to try it, you can try with your free trial. You just what you do, search in
Mm.
Jira, you just log in, follow the
Okay.
steps which I given in this here. Once you create it, you will
Okay.
see the ID. You can play around all the options which I. This is
Okay.
explained in detail. Okay, so how it looks like.
Okay.
So then, so all the detail it will give, right? So mode of the work, how it will be there. So almost we have explained just 30 minutes just for Jira tool only, right? So
Mm.
and if you click on dashboard, see this is how it will give the graphs as well.
Mm-hmm.
So percentage how much completed. It will give you some idea like so what is the status of project? Usually used by project manager or test manager. Okay, see here again the same screen only. So every time you will be on
Mm-hmm.
same screen. Once you log in, what you'll see? You'll see the project option, issues option,
Yes. Yes.
right? Create
Yeah.
option. If you click on create, you have to log a defect.
Yeah.
So everything it will show like this. The graph, if you want to see the report, you can see how many in
Okay.
progress, how many
In
completed,
progress and the review.
how many
Okay.
selected for development in progress. So everything it will give.
Okay.
So whom it is assigned? Is it assigned to developer? Is it assigned to tester? All the detail it will
Mm-hmm.
give. Okay, so
Okay.
it is easy only, not difficult. Okay, that is the reason. This not we just focus on 30 minutes. Okay, so I mean almost half of the class, right?
Yeah.
So once you tag to that project, you will see it. Okay. So what all requirements are there? So everything you
Mm-hmm.
will take it note and you will start writing the test case in your Excel sheet, like how we have written, right? So same thing only.
Yeah.
So that is about Jira. Okay. So now let's see. Next topic we have. Okay. So this is how we have discussed about from starting to end, right? So end means you
Mm-hmm.
have executed test case, you find the defect, you logged a defect. So what all
Yeah.
next we have? So once testing is completed means you have executed all the test case, you have closed, retested all the defect and all the defect are closed. Testing is closed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is the next step? Next step is for launching the application. So what type of
Okay.
testing you will do next, right? So that is we are going to discuss here. So the topic we have, this is principle of software testing.
Yeah.
So we have to understand this. So not most of the time will not ask, but in interview they will ask. Okay, so tell me
Okay.
the two principle of testing. Testing shows
Yeah.
the presence of defect. So this is the one first principle of software testing is testing shows the presence of defect.
Present.
We'll
Okay.
understand what does it mean.
Yeah.
So exhaustive testing is not possible. So what is exhaustive testing? We'll understand. So what is early
Mm-hmm.
testing? Defect clustering is a principle of software testing. Pesticide paradox testing is context dependent. Absence
Mm-hmm.
of error is policy. These are seven principles of software testing.
Okay.
You should remember. So what are seven principles of software testing? One is testing shows the principle. Sorry, presence of defects. Exhaustive testing
Okay.
is impossible. Early testing, defect clustering, pesticide paradox. Right. So these are seven principles. Let's understand one by one. So
Mm-hmm.
let's say, what does it mean testing shows the presence of defect, right? So this principle state that it will talk about the presence of defect, right? So any software if you take, it will like it will not give the 100% guarantee, right? So
Mm-hmm.
defects will be there. So that is why it is very important, right? So we have discussed in first session, right? So why testing is important, right? In order to
Yeah.
defect free, right? So you have to follow the testing processes,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it is not talking about absence of defect, right? We are not talking about absence of defect. Once you started testing, you have to talk about only defects only, because if you start testing, it will discover the defects, right? Undiscovered defect remaining in software. But even if no defect are found, it is not a proof of correctness. So how will show the correct? So that means you
Mm-hmm.
have not tested properly. If you're not finding a defect, you're not a tester, right? So that is what. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So, but what if you work extra hard and taking all precautions, make your software
Mm-hmm.
product 99% bug free, and this doesn't meet the need and requirement of client, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to find a defect, right? So you have
Okay.
to take all the combinations of testing, right? So
Mm-hmm.
negative testing, positive testing, incorrect data, you have to enter what will happen. If you click on login button 10 times, what will happen? Right? Let's say,
Okay.
so Facebook login is there. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you click on 10 times, what will happen? Right? So if you click on close
Mm-hmm.
and open again, close and open again, close and open, what will happen? Right? Everything you
Okay.
have to test it. So testing shows
Mm-hmm.
the presence of defect. That is the first principle of software testing. So exhaustive
Mm-hmm.
testing. So exhaustive testing, nothing but, so you'll be having 30 days. You cannot test more than 30 days because the timeline and budget is over. Right? So that is
Mm-hmm.
what sometimes it is very hard, right? You have to test all the pages, all the login pages, registration pages, all the combinations, right? All the features
Mm.
with effective, right? So input and output, right? So you have to enter a lot of data combinations, right? So hence,
Mhm.
instead of performing exhaustive testing, you have to take the boundary determination. So we will understand what is boundary analysis. Okay. So exhaustive testing is not possible. You cannot say you have done lot of combinations, but you somewhere you have missed something, some combinations.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is what exhaustive testing is not possible. Okay, you cannot test all the combinations. Early testing. What is our first step in software testing life cycle?
Requirement analysis.
Exactly. So in requirement analysis, as soon as let's say, as soon as you started analyzing a requirement, you will find the some requirement. If requirements
Mm.
are not clarified, if error in requirement, let's say they have expected result they have written incorrectly, you will find the defect.
Okay.
So instead of raising
Mm.
a defect, it will save your time. As soon as you
Yeah.
start your software development life cycle, so that any defect in requirement or design phase
Mm.
captured early stages. So it is easy for them, right? So since the developer has not started coding, it will help them to fix it, right? So
Fix it.
no, it will reduce their coding effort, right? Time also it will save, right?
Yeah.
So that is why it is important. Early testing is important. Okay, it is recommended
Okay.
that you have to start finding the defect in requirement or
Yes.
defect. Okay. So that is the third principle of software testing. Fourth one, defect clustering.
Okay.
What is defect clustering? That is throughout the testing process, throughout the let's say you are working on 4 weeks of project, so you have find 100 of defects, right? So you will see
Mm-hmm.
small model, login model, registration model, payment model, shopping cart model, right? So you will
Mm.
find login page how many defect you found, shopping cart like it will show some uh, bunch of defect found in shopping cart only, right? So
Mm.
let's say 100 defect, like let's say it out of 20 defects, 10 defects are found in shopping cart. So that will show the cluster, right? You have to
Okay.
focus on that. So it will show the
Mm.
complexity of that, right? So it will define the complexity, right? So for coding part, maybe coding is complex, so they're not able to code properly, right? So that is why
Okay.
defect clustering, which will state that small number of module or section contains the most of the defect detected, right?
Okay.
So might be login. Let's say login page is a developer he has tested only with valid data. He has not tested with
Mhm.
invalid data. So again, you will
Okay.
find the most defect in that only. Right? So that is what.
Okay.
So you have to divide the section. This is a defect clustering. Okay.
Okay.
So number of defect found in different modules. Okay. So now it coming to pesticide paradox. This is a software testing principle. So what does it mean? So let's say you have written. Yeah, I'll take this Excel sheet. So login page you have written only 4 test cases. So what does it mean? You are running same test cases again and
Mm.
again. So you
Again
have
and again.
only three test cases. Okay. So that let's say you are doing some gardening. Okay. Some
Yeah.
insects will come and it will eat the leaves, right? So you will put
Mm.
some chemicals. Okay. Same
Yeah.
chemical. So some,
Yes.
let's say 100 insects are there, they will die few. Okay, only one will remain. So again, it will develop again some insects. You
Yeah.
will spray the same chemical again, same pesticide.
Yes.
So again,
Mm.
it will habituate. So initially they will die, but later it will not die. So because they will
Okay.
habituate. So unless you change your pesticide, right, chemical, if you spray different chemicals, then you will find the killing the insects more, right? So this is also here.
Mm.
If you are running the same set of test case again and again, particular time, so you'll not find a defect. You'll not find a new defect in software application. So in order to find a defect, you have to change the test cases, the combinations. You have to change the. If you run the test case in desktop, you have to change the run in mobile. If you run in Android, you have to run in Samsung, right? So this
Mm-hmm.
will use a very significant, right? So it will frequently, if you will find a more defects.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have given example here just to understand how exactly, right? So in that
Mm-hmm.
use of same pesticide mix of eradicate the insect during the forming will over the time will lead to insect insects developing resistance to that pesticide, right? So they will
Mm.
develop the resistance. They will not die. Initially they will die. They
Okay.
will if you spraying same chemical again and again, it is ineffective, right?
Okay.
In software testing also it will apply same only. If you are running same set of test case, right? So you will not find
Mm.
new defects.
Okay.
To overcome this, you have to change the regularly. You have to
Change
review.
the
You have
regular.
to revise.
Okay.
You have to add a new different test cases to find a
Okay.
defects.
No
Right? So this is
defects.
what.
Okay.
So tester cannot simply depend on existing test techniques. You have to use. You have to think differently. Right? How to find
Okay.
defects. Okay. So that is our pesticide paradox. So now testing is
Okay.
context dependence. What does it mean? This is the principle. What it says is testing is which is basically it means that the way you test in e-commerce, right? So let's say you are
Mm.
e-commerce, Amazon, Flipkart, right?
Mm.
From the way you test commercial site is self application. Okay, so
Mm.
all the developed software are not identical, right?
Yeah.
So might be food delivery application is different, e-commerce is coding is different. So they have
Yeah.
done in different approaches, different methodology which we have discussed: waterfall, agile, V model, right? Some different techniques, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
type of testing is depend on application type, right? So that is
Okay.
what is a context dependence. For instance, if you have any POS machine in retail store, right,
Yeah.
it will be different than ATM machine. Right? In
Mm.
ATM, you have to insert the card and you enter. In POS also,
Yes.
it is a different. Same thing also there also you can swipe, right? You can
Mm.
enter, but it is a different.
Yeah.
It is totally different than ATM machine. So this is what it is not similar. Okay, you have to use a different approach, different techniques.
Mm.
So now absence
Yes.
of error is policy means you cannot say application is completely bug free, right?
Mm.
So if you are releasing a software, you cannot say it is the absence of free. What does it mean? Let's say you have tested all the combinations, all the login page combinations of everything, but somewhere some defect is there which is cannot be found by tester. It might be data dependency, it might be knowledge, right? So domain knowledge, right? So might be there.
Mm.
So there is a chances of error, right? It might be incorrect requirement, it might be or identified in the defect. It is fixed and it was working while testing but not working on release day, right? So that is
Yes.
also possibility, right? Might be some server issue or something is there,
Yeah.
or right? So coding issue, right? Merging issue, it doesn't apply to requirement, right? So something is it. So that is what you cannot say absence of errors. So there might be there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we have discussed all seven types of principle, right? So principle are just for reference. It is not just for reference. You have to practice it. You have to
Mm.
like uh, what do you call? You have to involve all these principles in your testing.
Okay.
Okay. So initially, while you
To
learn,
find the defects.
so let's say if you want to learn car, right? So you have to first you will pay attention to all everything. You will pay attention on steering. You will pay
Yes.
attention on
Yes.
mirror, gearbox, clutch, brake,
Yeah.
everything. But once you become
Mm-hmm.
an experience, you will focus only on driving. It
Yes.
comes naturally only. You are not focusing in detail. So that is
Yeah.
also initially, if you are a tester, you have to learn all these practices. Once you become
Mm.
a experience, you will not need to go again and again. So this is
Yeah.
about principles. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is about testing principles. Now we are just discussing about something other than testing only. Behind the testing,
Yeah.
what we have discussed so far is fundamental.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
now So I was telling like, so there are two part type of testing. One is static testing and dynamic testing.
Dynamic.
What is static testing?
Starting testing is a verification of documents.
Yeah, requirement
It can be
clarification,
done by
designing.
walkthroughs, inspections.
Huh. So you designing, you are writing the test case. You are not doing any
Yes.
execution. You are reading the
Yeah.
requirement. It is just static testing. Okay. So
Yeah.
test plan, test cases. You are
Yes.
writing a
Yes.
script, automation script or something. You are doing some
Yeah.
content, right? So all these are static. So what is the dynamic? Test execution, logging a defect, right?
Yes.
So
Executing. Yeah.
executing the code,
Executing the functionality of application.
software, right? So
Yeah.
that is what
Yeah.
dynamic testing. What it
Dynamic.
involves, we'll see. It will
Yeah.
involve logging the defect, right? Executing the
Yes.
defect test cases, everything. So static
Yeah.
testing was done without executing the program. You are not doing any
Okay.
execution.
Yeah.
So these are differences between static and dynamic.
Dynamic.
Okay,
Yes.
dynamic testing is then so, and we also have discussed earlier, right? So what is functional
Function.
testing, non-functional testing? Okay,
Yes.
I have given again with more detail difference between them.
Yeah.
Functional
Okay.
defect, functional testing, it will verify the operation. It will verify the
Operation.
functionality of the application. Non-functional, it will behavior, how it will behave, what is the speed,
Yes.
what is the performance, everything, right? So
Yeah.
I have
Performance.
given here. So
Yeah.
example also functional testing, unit testing, smoke testing, integration testing, regression testing. We have not discussed regression testing, right? Will
Yes.
and
We
smoke
didn't.
testing also.
Yeah.
So
Discuss
this is
about.
also we'll discuss and performance testing. You just remember we will discuss all these in upcoming classes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So now we have a black box testing and its types. What is black box testing? We have already discussed this. Why we call it black
E-
box testing? It is a
Black box
functional testing.
testing is done
Nothing.
by testing team,
Uh,
and we no need to know about the code of the
exactly.
software. Yeah.
Absolutely, you are right. Black box testing nothing but is a functional testing. No need to see the
Yeah.
coding, right? So that is what it is. Just you are checking how the functionality
Yeah.
is working, how the behaving, right? You are
Yeah.
just doing the functional testing. Black box
Yeah.
testing also called functional testing or closed box testing or opaque testing
Testing. Okay.
or behavioral testing. These are
Yeah.
named for the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So how it is done? How will be done? Right. First thing at the first application to be tested is studied. Right. You have to study
Yeah.
the requirement. So then
Yeah.
you have to find the input. Right. What data you need it. Right.
Yes.
Everything you have to do. Plan it. You have to generate the test case. You have to start
Yes.
writing.
Yeah.
So we have written the test cases. Right. Step one, step two, step
Yeah.
three. So then
Yes.
if somebody asks you, tell me how we'll do the blackout testing or functional testing. So this is how you have to explain one by one, right?
Okay.
So if there is an unsuccessful step, then you will raise a defect. You will send the defect for fixing.
Yeah.
Once the defect
Yeah.
is fixed, you will rerun and you will do the confirmation. It is working.
Okay.
So now let's understand the types of black box testing, right? So that is unit
Yeah.
testing, smoke testing, sanity testing, integration testing. So we have
Yeah.
already discussed. We will understand sanity testing, user acceptance testing. We have not talked about this, right?
Yes.
So this is the types of functional testing. Okay, you have to give. If somebody asks you examples,
Yeah. Examples. Yes.
so non-functional also we have discussed. It is a part of. It is not a black box testing. I mean, it is a
Mm-hmm.
part of functional testing, but not for non-functional testing. Okay, we're
Non-functional
just
testing.
focusing on only on how to use, how it is compatible with a different device, what is the maximum
Okay. Yeah.
speed, how it is performing. You are not doing any uh, each and every functionality. You are just checking the behavior. You are just checking
Okay.
the performance, security, right? Compatible. Okay.
Okay.
So now let's understand what is regression testing.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say, so there is a software, WhatsApp is there. Okay. In WhatsApp,
Mm-hmm.
you have
Yeah.
tested all the functionality, but you have uh, their okay, I will take the example. Let me go to Excel sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, so I'll take WhatsApp. Okay, so one is what you do. One thing is send message. This is a section. Okay, so then we have a
Mm-hmm.
create a group. Create a group.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we have let's
Status.
assume like status. Okay, so then we
Yeah.
have view
Send the
profile.
photos, messages.
So
Yeah.
that will
View
go in
profile.
send messages. Okay, the view
Okay.
profile is there,
View profile
and
is.
select contacts.
Yeah.
So then, voice call is option is a
Mm.
video call.
Video call.
Okay, and also group call is there.
Yeah.
This is the component of software. So different modules. We call it as a modular section.
Yes. Yeah.
So while designing test case, right, you have to divide it, right? So you
Yes.
have to divide so that you will easy to track it. Send a message how many test cases are there. Okay. Testing status. Or first we will see development. After development, we will test it. So now let's say it is completed. Completed.
Mm.
Completed. So here
Okay.
also testing is completed. You have tested all the combination, all the test cases. Okay,
Okay.
let's say you have written test cases for send message, sending
Mm.
all the combination, text, video, option, everything. Then create a group. You have created view profile. You have written two test case. Select contact. You
Mm-hmm.
have and
Mm-hmm.
select contact also again. All the test cases are completed. So you have
Yeah.
a every test case. You have 12 test cases.
Mm.
So now video call is in progress. They are developing. They are
Yeah.
not given a handover to testing.
In
These are in
progress.
progress. Okay. So you
Yeah.
have to you are yet to test. Okay. So now they have given a completed. So you are yet to test.
Yeah.
So here you
To
have
do.
to do regression testing. Regression testing, how will do? So will you okay, let's see you have written four test case here and three test case here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
how many test cases we have total? 23. So will you run
Yes.
23 test case or will you focus only on these?
We have to do total to check the link between the other modules.
Okay. So will you run all four test cases?
Uh, Not really, I think. So.
You will pick a critical one, right? So critical, you will pick one
Uh,
here or one here or one here, one here
yes.
instead of running.
Yeah.
But you run a
Yeah.
four test case here because it is yet to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. We have to test all the on which
So
which.
you are running a critical test case, right? Just to make sure
Mm-hmm.
because of these new code changes, new feature added to same application, it should not
Mm.
impact the existing completed functionality.
Completed. Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
so that is what we call it as a regression test. It is very, very
Regression.
important.
Okay.
Right? Regression testing, it will help to find if new code change does not affect the already existing functionality.
Existing functionality. Yeah.
Understand, right? Regression
Yeah.
testing, why will do, they will ask why will do regression, just to make sure existing
Helps.
functionalities are not broken due to new code changes, right?
Yeah.
So that is what regression testing. Okay.
Yes.
So test case that I have already executed, right? So you will
Yeah.
make sure that functionality will not have any abnormality or it will work as before, right? So that
Mm.
is why whenever there is a new code, okay, when they will
Mm.
say there is no side effect on old code, or means
Mm.
existing functionality. So then we call it as a regression testing. So it is very
Yeah.
important. So the tools they will use for Selenium automation script instead of running same test case, so they will
Mm.
go for regression. We will understand that automation testing part. Okay,
Yeah.
that is why now you understand, right? Why we'll do regression testing.
Yes, yes.
Whenever there is a new functionality is added to existing
Yeah.
functionality, we will run the same set of function. Not all test cases, we will run the critical test cases
Critical test
which
cases.
are already completed. So just to make
Mhm.
sure existing functionality is still working
Yes.
along with new functionality, right? So
Yeah.
this is what we call it as a regression testing.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
So now we understand, right? Unit
Yeah.
testing, integration testing, system testing, user
Yes.
acceptance testing, regression testing. But you have not understand sanity testing, what is retesting, what is mock testing. We'll
Yeah.
understand that as well. Okay. So I
Okay.
have taken in consideration in next class.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go through that quickly. Okay, how it will be. Uh,
Okay.
uh, user acceptance testing, gamma testing, ad hoc testing also is there,
Yeah.
and regression testing here. So
Mm.
now we understand what is regression testing, what is
Yeah,
retesting.
I understand. Yeah.
So what is retesting? Retest.
Retesting.
They will ask you difference between regression testing, retesting. Now we understand regression testing. You are running the same set test cases which are already passed, right?
Okay.
Retesting means the defect is you are focusing on only defect.
Okay. Yeah. Well, once
So
once they develop, fix the defect again, come back to test.
exactly,
It's
exactly.
again testing will be done. That is called retesting.
Yeah, how will define? It is a process to check the specific test cases that are
Okay.
found with bug, which are failed,
Okay. Yeah.
final execution, right? So
Okay.
generally, tester will find the bug while testing the software application, and
Mm-hmm.
they will assign it to developer to fix it. Then
It's
developer
yeah.
will fix. They will Tester will do the retesting.
Okay.
That is what
Okay.
retesting. So
Okay.
they will ask you, because why I have taken here is they will definitely ask you difference between retesting and regression testing. Okay, you have to do it. So what is
Yeah.
it? Quickly. So regression testing is carried out to confirm whether recent code change will not have affected
Yes.
an existing feature.
Okay. Okay.
Retesting
Yeah.
is carried out to confirm that test case are failed because of
Yeah.
defect is working now after the
Okay.
defect fixes.
Yeah.
So here we will execute after defect fix. Here we will execute after new code changes.
New code changes. Yes.
The purpose of regression testing is to see how the new code changes will not have like
Yes.
effect on functionality, existing
Yes.
functionality. Why we do retesting is done on basis of defect fixes. So that is what
Yeah.
I told you. Na? So that is the second difference. So third difference, defect verification is not a part of retesting. Right?
Okay.
You are not testing the defect here in retesting. Sorry,
Yes.
in regression testing. But retesting it is a part of defect retesting or defect verification.
Yes.
So based on the project and availability of regression can be carried out parallelly. So you can do the retesting as well with the.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you have defect in that, so you will do the regression testing again with that
Oh,
login
yeah.
file, right? So again you will do some other combinations. So
Mm.
here priority of retesting is higher than regression testing. Why?
Mm.
Why retesting is more important than regression testing? Because regression testing already completed or working
Mm-hmm.
fine. But retesting is a defect. You are, it is a priority is high. That is why you have to
Yeah.
tell high
Yeah.
priority because so you have to carry out before regression. Retesting is carried out before regression because they have to
Okay.
fix the defect. Then only you have to do regression testing.
Okay.
So you can do automation of for regression testing. Manual testing could be expensive or time consuming, right? You have since you have
Mm-hmm.
already completed, you no need to rerun. You do the automation. So you cannot
Okay.
automate because you have to test the functionality. You are not yet tested because of
Yeah.
defect. Okay. So regression testing known as generic testing. Retesting is planned testing.
Yeah.
Regression testing is done for past test case. I told you, right? Test
Yeah.
cases are already passed.
Mm.
Retesting is done only for failed test cases.
Okay.
Regression testing
The
checks
one
for
which is the one which we are doing the critical testing on the already existing functionalities is called regression. Again, we are doing for new code is not regression, right?
yes, exactly. New
Yeah.
code change. If you are, let's say you are doing the new feature is added, shopping cart.
Mm.
You have not tested shopping cart, right? So now they are
Okay.
asking shopping cart. Then it become a new, like it is not a regression, it is a functionality testing or
Functionality testing.
integration testing or system testing. It is not a regression testing.
Yeah.
Regression testing means you have, if you have completed, you have to pick some test case, then they will ask you to do the regression testing, which you have already
Yeah.
tested. You do it again just to make sure login is working or not, right? So reset password is working or not, registration page is working.
Yeah.
Okay, regression testing is done only for modification or changes done, right?
Changes.
For this
Okay.
project. Retesting is you are doing the functional testing for
Mm-hmm.
same environment with the different input and new build or new code changes which is failed, right? Because of that.
Yes.
So then you will raise a defect, you will fix it, then you have to do the.
Retesting. Yeah.
Uh, so this is the difference between retesting and regression testing.
Regression testing. Yeah.
So why it is important regression testing I already given. So
Yeah.
how to do regression testing also you just go through it. So
Yes.
whenever feature is added, then you have to do the
Yeah.
regression.
Regression testing for the existing functionalities.
Uh, so how we'll do I have given here. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, so to work incorrectly, therefore regression testing become necessary, right? So let's
Okay.
say because of that new code changes something. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's say sometimes what will happen, right? So because of new code changes, video call option, so
Mm-hmm.
sometimes create a group will not work. Sometimes
Okay.
create will not work. So might be
Mm.
there is a issue in merging, right? So because of
Okay.
that, every time every company they do regression testing.
Okay.
So you have to retest. How we'll do regression testing, we will understand. Okay, so
Okay.
how we'll select, how we'll prioritize, right? I have told you. You have to. We'll understand this in different section. Okay. So
Okay. So
tomorrow we will.
selecting the test cases, what to do.
Exactly.
Okay.
So why you will test? Why you will select only that test cases, right? So we'll
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Sometimes what happens there, if you find a more defect, right, on login page, obviously
Yeah.
login page is very critical because you have find a mini defect. You have to do
Mm.
the regression test case, many combinations.
Yes.
So now we'll understand how we'll design the test cases. So why you will come up with only 4 test cases? Why we have written only 3 test cases, right? So that is we discuss on techniques, test
Okay.
case design techniques. Okay, for black box
Okay.
testing. Okay,
Okay.